What's going on, Mixcraft users? If you have the Mixcraft 9 Pro, don't know about the later, earlier ones, but with the 9 Pro, maybe even with the Mixcraft 10, you might be able to access some sounds that you know you don't have with Mixcraft, that you can get from Native Instruments. Now, I will tell you, Native Instruments is very complicated to use. And I wanted to produce my songs on Native Instruments because Native Instruments got some amazing sounds. They really do. They got a lot of the current sounds that you can, if you want to use that so that your music sounds more current. But could not access, well, I would just say I could not use the function of Native Instruments itself because it is such a learning curve. The software is called Machine 3, and that's what it's called. And when you're trying to, compose and put your songs together in that Native Instrument software, I mean, you can do it, but you got to understand it. And I think it's just a learning curve. So for me, the learning curve was just too much, but it's still a great product. It's great for those who know how to, manipulate and deal with the features of it. I just don't have the cognitive ability to do it. It's just complicated. But I got a workaround, and that's through Mixcraft here. And when you go into your and it's right over here. Let me go switch over here. When you go to the part here where you select, and this is going to pop up your window for all the presets that you have inside of Mixcraft. And so I select all at the top. So at the top, when you select all, you're able to scroll down. And when you scroll down the instrument on the instrument preset, you're actually going to see Machine 3. Now, Machine 3, I'll put this back. Oh man, I keep grabbing the wrong one. Now, Machine 3 has a lot of these other features, sound package that comes with Machine 3, and it'll show up in here too. But you can't open those. You can't open those. If you do, it's gonna conflict with Mixcraft, and you won't be able to do anything. It'll just lock up Mixcraft. You have to come out of it. You have to close it out in order for Mixcraft to function again. So I found that out. So if you see those packages that comes with the packages that comes with the Machine 3, don't try to open those up when you're in Mixcraft because it's not going to open up. It'll pop open, but you won't be able to use it. And you'll see at the bottom of your workstation with Mixcraft, it'll just say fail to open, fail to utilize. It'll be in red letters, and you won't be able to do anything with Mixcraft until you close that box out. So don't try to open those. But as far as the Machine 3 itself, you can open it. And so that's what I did. I actually opened up Machine 3. And when you open up Machine 3, let's see if I can put this down. Now I had to do a photo because this is how it's going to pop up on your Mixcraft. The feature is going to pop up right here. You can actually select the sound that you want in Native Instrument. You can select the sound you want in Machine 3, and then you can play it on your keyboard. You see? And then you can actually record it. So I'm going to need to put this down so that you guys can see. Now I did record it. And that's one of the kick drums in Native Instruments. So let me play this. so you guys can hear what this sound like. And it's straight from Native Instrument. And yeah, it's interesting. And Mixcraft don't have this inside of the software. They don't have that sound. I mean, I don't know, somehow, some way you can work the effects and EQ or something and maybe get it. But as far as that straight sound, I haven't seen any of the selection inside Mixcraft that does it. But nonetheless, Mixcraft will recognize the Machine 3. You have to watch a lot of videos of guys who know how to use Machine 3, how to compose and put the songs together. And you might eventually learn it, but it's just gonna take me too long. I already know how to compose with Mixcraft, and so I'm just using Mixcraft to pull up Machine 3 and be able to utilize the sounds that's inside of it. So when you pull it up, it's gonna be in a box like this, okay? And then you would just go ahead and select what you want, the sound you want in Machine 3, because it'll show you all the bass, the brass, the horns, everything that you need, piano, whatever. And it just got a ton of selection. And you select it, and then when you hit your keyboard, which is you actually playing with Mixcraft, it'll be sounding on Mixcraft. Okay, let me pull up something else, another instrument, maybe synth pad. Okay, let's try some synth pad, and go down here. Oh, wow. See, you're not getting that inside of Mixcraft 9, but you can open up Machine 3 with Mixcraft 9, and you can play this. So okay, that's the synth pad. Let's go with vocals. See what we got in vocals. That's like breathing sounds. Let's go with something else. You see, and that will actually record on Mixcraft. Boy, there's a lot of reverb on that one. I probably would have to go into the features here of Machine 3 and just kind of cut back on that reverb. But just for the sake of just showing this playing together, I'm going to go ahead and record. So I'm on track 1. So you have to make sure that you're opening up Machine 3 on each of these tracks. You can't, and if you ever see this record button on, you got to deactivate that. Otherwise, when you record, it's going to go right back up to that track. I thought I was recording on the second track. When I started recording on the second track, it went right back to the first one because I had that red arm button on. Okay, somebody's horn outside is really going off. I hope you guys ain't hearing that. So let's start. Yeah. Now that would be a very interesting track to make, right? If I could cut down on that reverb, it's really, and you can go inside the features of Machine that you open up with the Mixcraft 9, and you probably can control that. So anyway, let's play the two together. Now, can you imagine, you know, somebody kind of do a rap song with that, right? You know, so I'm gonna go down here to my audio here, and I'm no rapper, but so let's say we started. Yeah, is what I'm telling y'all. Uh, right here at ATL, we got the Georgia Dogs. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. That's so crazy. Yeah, is what I'm telling y'all. Right here at ATL, we got the Georgia Dogs. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Anyway, I just wanted to do this video. I'm so sorry that this thing is lasting this long, but I just want you guys to see that you can utilize some crazy sounds from Machine 3 Native Instruments using Mixcraft 9. And, granted, Mixcraft 9, it has some of its own nice sounds and stuff. But, we know Native Instrument got some crazy stuff. And if you install your Machine 3 on your computer, and, you want to get it so that you can open it, but then you want to close that out and then open up your Mixcraft, and you'll be able to find it in there to get to your Machine 3 through your Mixcraft 9 once you've installed your Machine 3 Native Instrument on your computer. Make sure that your Machine 3 Native Instruments is shut down. You close it down, and then you just open up Mixcraft 9. And then on your MIDI tracks, you're going to go like to track 1, like I did, and you're just going to open it up, okay? And then you'll go over here where you see all. You want to go up there. You don't want to be down here anyway. You want to go up to the very top, select all, and then you're going to scroll down to the M section, alphabet, where you'll find Machine 3. And then you click on it, and it'll open it up, okay? And when you do that, then you can actually use that for this track only, okay? When you go to the next track, you'll have to open up another one, okay? And be able to scroll down and find Machine 3 again. And then when you do that again, then you can record the effects or the sound effects from Machine 3 to this track, the second track. Same thing when you go to the next track. Same thing. You can't do it in the audio, okay? That's different. It's just got to be the MIDI tracks. But I am so glad that I figured this out, because now I know how to compose songs in Mixcraft 9. I don't know how to do it in Native Instrument Machine 3. I mean, I watched the YouTube videos, and I'm telling you, those guys, they were trying to explain it to the best way, and they just couldn't explain it where I could understand it. And so, but when I found out that I can pull up the Machine 3 inside of Mixcraft 9, I can go ahead and apply the same effects on the tracks. It's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to be able to use the new effects, more contemporary effects. And that's all I wanted to do. But I couldn't get those effects out of Mixcraft 9. So, but maybe that's the beauty of Mixcraft 9. It lets you be able to access other effects of software that you have in your computer. So it will go and look for stuff that you got on your computer that you can use. So I got a number of softwares on here, and it'll show up in my category, not my category, but rather my instrument presets. So if you got other type of music software that's on your computer, it's gonna be over here. Now if you have to have an activation code and stuff, you're not gonna be able to open it up in Mixcraft 9 until you go get an activation code for the whatever music software that is. All right, so that's it. I hope you guys are really appreciating some of the angles that you can do in composing your music inside of Mixcraft 9. this is probably a bombshell news information for you to learn about this. So give me some likes. Definitely subscribe, because if I find any other angles of bringing you some amazing effects that you can use in your music composition, you'll see it here at this channel. Okay, so if you find yourself on both extremes, where maybe you have the Native Instrument Maschine 3 and you just can't quite figure out how to use it, then you can go ahead and get Mixcraft. I think now it's the Mixcraft 10, so they have an upgraded version now. I don't see that you can actually get the Mixcraft 9 anymore, but you can probably go ahead and get that. It's gonna run you about $79-80. If you got Mixcraft and you want to get this Native Instrument Maschine 3, so that you can go into your Mixcraft and pull that Maschine 3 up in your presets, then you might want to go ahead and get the Maschine 3. It's averaging around anywhere from $30 to $90. So check it out, and you'll be ready to go to do what I've just done here in this video. All right, guys, take care. Catch you in the next video.